What is up, Gig Nation? Welcome back to the channel. Usually on this channel we talk about how to make more money when you're out there delivering in the gig economy. But today we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to talk about how to not lose that money that you've made. Because if you make this one big mistake when you're out there delivering for DoorDash, UberEats, shopping for Instacart, you can be giving away a big chunk of your earnings and maybe even dipping into savings. With that said, this is one of those mistakes that you really want to avoid making. To give you guys a little bit of context, the insurance provided by DoorDash and UberEats does not actually cover delivery drivers during all 3 periods when you're out there on the road. You're only going to be covered after you accept an offer and when that food is in your car. So if you get into an accident during one of those other periods, that's going to your personal insurance. And on top of that, even if you are covered and you get into that accident at the right time when you're delivering food, you actually have no collision coverage. That means that your personal vehicle, well, that expense is going to come out of your own pocket, or it's going to go to your personal insurance, which oftentimes isn't going to give you that collision coverage either. So what exactly are these insurance companies providing you as far as coverage when they say that you're covered? Well, they give you personal liability insurance. Essentially, they're protecting you from being sued. So if somebody's hurt, there's a bodily injury, they give you up to $100,000 in coverage for that. There's also up to $25,000 for property damage. So if you damage the other person's car, they're going to provide a little bit of coverage there. And most drivers assume that because DoorDash, because UberEats, because these big guys are giving you some sort of coverage, that on top of your personal insurance, you're probably fine when you're out there on the road. But the truth is, in a lot of circumstances, you're actually not. And on top of that, a lot of other rideshare insurance options out there, the companies that have kind of stepped up and started catering towards those rideshare drivers, they don't actually do a lot for delivery drivers. And the ones that do, they're not necessarily going to be covering you during all 3 of those periods either. So what are you supposed to do if you're out there delivering on the road and you want to make sure that you're not going to be on the hook for a massive sum of money if you happen to get in an accident at the wrong time while you're delivering for one of these companies? Well, there is an option and it's called Buckle. It's a newer insurance company. It's been around for 5 years, but they've already won some big awards and they've been started by the guys behind USAA and Farmers. So they have some big names backing them, and they're actually going to be paying you just to get a quote through them. They're not going to be looking at your credit. They're just looking at driving history. It only takes 5 minutes, and you can make $20 if you sign up by the link down below to get that quote for just a few minutes of your time. On top of that, they could actually be saving you money on your insurance. And yes, they are going to cover you during all times when you are out there on the road delivering or driving. So Buckle is currently available in Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Tennessee, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., Nevada. If you're in one of these 9 major markets, you can get that free $20 gift card if you sign up and get a quote. If you're not in one of these 9 major markets, they still do have a promo going out there. You can get paid $5 for joining their membership group. It's a free membership group. You basically get a ton of perks, discounts, and they're gonna let you know when their insurance coverage is available within your state. So what exactly does Buckle provide as far as insurance coverage goes? As I mentioned, they do have that collision coverage, and their deductible can be as low as $500. Your deductible when you're getting insured through DoorDash or Uber Eats is oftentimes about $2,500. And you're actually not getting any collision coverage with that. So by switching to Buckle, you're removing that risk of being on the hook for that $2,500 deductible plus the collision coverage that you don't have, the cost to fix your own vehicle, which could be $10,000, $20,000. You remove all of that risk. Buckle works with all of the major platforms out there: DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart, Amazon Flex, Grubhub, GoPuff, Favor, and of course, Uber and Lyft. And the people who started Buckle wanted to do it specifically for the rideshare and delivery niches. There's not really a lot of other companies out there that are specializing in this type of insurance, and you could end up making a large financial mistake when you think that you've taken the right steps to be covered. So Buckle has really come in here and filled those gaps. So what exactly is this promotion about? How are they able to give out $5 just for joining their membership or $20 just for getting a quote? Buckle actually has $60 million in funding, and while they're in these 9 states, they want to quickly grow to other states. So they need your help. They need drivers to get onboarded, and they're doing a lot to offer value, to offer competitive insurance that fills these gaps at a lower price. Definitely recommend checking this out. If you have any questions for me, make sure to leave a comment down below. I'll do my best to get to them. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and make sure to stay tuned for more gig economy related videos.